Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna do like a super casual, just like get ready with me, old school, in my closet, in front of the window, no fancy lighting, just like a throwback to the beginning of this channel. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna mostly use my Project Pan products. I'm just gonna keep it simple today, keep it like just easy. So I'm gonna use both of these products. So oftentimes when I use the Missha BB Cream, I don't go in with a primer because this has like, it's a very moisturizing formula, and I'm usually going in with this right after I've done my skincare, but it's been a while since I did my skincare this morning, so I am gonna go in with my Touch in Sol No Poreblem Prime Essence. It's very like watery, and I find it's just like a hydrating primer. So I find this almost like reactivates my skincare. It just gives me like a little moisture layer. It's not super cold out today, but it has been really cold and my skin's been really dry. So then I'm gonna go in with my Missha BB Cream. I have the shade number 23. I use this almost every day. Like unless I'm filming a more formal video where I wanna look really good under the lights, this is what I've been wearing. I feel like I'm making pretty good progress on it. And I pretty much like to like just rub this in with my fingers. I think you get better coverage. And then I'll just tap over it with my foundation brush. See that glow? It's got such a nice glow to it. It's really sad that this brand is not cruelty-free, because when this is gone, I would love to purchase it again, but I won't. So I'll just enjoy it while it's in my project. It's funny because it looks almost gray going on, but then when I blend it in, it just blends in so perfectly with my skin tone. I think it would work, like it works well for people who have like a neutral undertone. If you're like really on the pink side or really on the yellow side, you probably find this looks like gray on your skin, but I have a pretty neutral undertone, I find. So it works really well for me. I hope you guys can see okay. Oftentimes natural lighting actually is the best for filming. It's just a little unreliable, but it's kind of like overcast today, so I think we should be pretty good for the lighting to not change 100 times. So once I've got it kind of rubbed in like that, I just go over it with like a foundation brush, especially around my nose. And kind of like the edges of my face, like make sure it's like blended into my hairline and along my jawline, so there's no obvious start and finish to the makeup. Got like a little tiny pimple right there and right there, just little. Not sure what that's all about. So I'm gonna go in with my little Trustique concealer that's in my project, and I just kind of go over the pigmentation that I have on my forehead and on my cheeks, those little blemishes, and my mask texture, which is apparently a permanent part of my face now. But like you can see, this is like an exact match to my skin tone, which is great for spot correcting, because I find like my liquid concealers are often too light to do that with. And then this is just the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer. It's not in my project, but I am sort of, it's kind of the one I'm using right now because I think it's my lightest shade of concealer, and I'm soups pale right now. So this is like the palest time of the year. We actually would have been leaving today to go to Cuba. This was the day we should have been getting on a plane, but we're not, and that's okay because we didn't go on our trip, but we did get our little dog, so it's still a win. I'm not as sad about the trip as I thought I would be because we've got Betty. And I just use the tiniest amount of that concealer because I find if I use too much of that one, it really looks dry underneath of the eyes. And like I say, I'm kind of doing like a light makeup day. So then I'm going to take my Covergirl Clean Fresh powder, and I really like this brush. This is the Luxie Pro Precision Face Brush. I really like this for like pressing the powder underneath of my eyes. I like that particularly if I'm going to do eye makeup. If I'm not going to do eye makeup, I'll use like a little bit of a fluffier brush and just dust a little underneath. But I find this really keeps my makeup from like transferring down. And then I'm just going to go over the whole face with my Physicians Formula Mineral Wear. Still working on this one, guys. I just don't use as much powder as I once did. As I get older, I would rather my skin be a little oily than too powdered. It's more flattering. And then I'm just going to quickly fill my brows in with my Covergirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in the shade Soft Blonde. I'm just brushing them up first. It's like most of what I'm doing these days. I'm not filling them in like I used to. I'm trying to embrace my natural brows a little bit more, and I've been using that Covergirl lash growth or lash and brow growth serum in my brows, and I find it's made a big difference. Like, I have a lot more hairs, and the hairs are thicker than they once were. So I find it's a little less work now to fill in my brows as it was at one time. And I think the styles have changed so much too, right? Like, we're not really doing that blocky Instagram brow that we once did. It's just the lighting is weird. You guys are kind of off to one side because my mirror's in front of me. And then I'm going in with my Merit volumizing pomade in the shade Brown. Just gonna put that through. So as I said, we were supposed to go to Cuba. We would have been leaving today, coming back next week, obviously. So we had scheduled a vacation for like part of this week into next week, and we decided to still take next week off. So still working today and tomorrow, but then we're gonna be off next week because my husband's birthday is next week. Monday is a holiday. Monday is Family Day. So his birthday actually falls on Family Day this year. And we just decided it would still be nice to take the week off because, of course, I had 2 weeks off in January, my provincial vacation, as I call it, when they force us to close. But my husband wasn't off. He was working that whole time, and he won't take a vacation if I don't take a vacation. And we want to start some work on renovating our basement. I'll sort of fill you guys in on that a little bit more as we go, but big things coming to the basement of our home. I'm just going in with my NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. I have the shade Taupe. So we have a few little plans for our time off. Saturday, our friends Jamie and Corey are coming over for our first sleepover since we've had Betty, so we're really excited to introduce her to Digby. You guys have met Digby in the vlogs before, so it'll be her first time meeting another dog with us, and we're very excited to see how that goes. We're also going to be celebrating my husband's birthday, obviously, so I'm going to go tomorrow after work and pick up a few things to like make some wings, and he really likes that like layered nacho dip, you know, with like the cream cheese and the salsa and the cheese. I can't eat that, but everyone else can, so I'll make that for them. And have a little sleepover with our friends, and then we're off next week. So I think I'm gonna take Clinton out for supper one night while we're off. I got a gift certificate from one of my clients for Christmas for a local restaurant, so we thought we'd go do that one night, do some little renos in our basement. So I'm trying to pre-film a couple of videos so I have something for you guys, but I don't have to be filming on my vacation. I always try to do that if I can. Sometimes I only get one video pre-filmed. It is what it is, right? So I actually think I'm going to do something really simple. It's 11:15. Clinton's going to be home at noon for lunch. So I'm going to go in with my little Urban Decay. This is like the mini Stoned Vibes palette. It just looks like this. But I think I'm going to do some like, just like a simple kind of pinky look. So I'm just going to set my primer down with a little bit of that same loose powder that I used on my face. It's like a little hack. If you don't have a nude eyeshadow in the palette that you're using, you can always use your face powder because obviously it's skin toned. I really like to set the crease before I go in with anything in the crease. I just find it makes it easier to blend. I don't worry too much about like the lid. And then I'm gonna grab just that like light pink color called Attraction. It's like my favorite color in this palette. It could literally just be a single eyeshadow because it's like mostly what I use in this palette. I don't know that I'm actually gonna use the pink sparkle that's in here. I find it to be like, I don't know, these ones seem to be getting some like hard pan on them, and they really don't apply with a brush. Like you pretty much have to apply them with your finger, but I feel like from sticking my finger in there so much, I'm getting hard pan on those sparkly shadows. So I think I'm actually going to use a Colourpop Super Shock shadow today. This is looking so uneven for you guys, but when I'm looking straight ahead in the mirror, it's looking even, so please don't judge me. I swear I know what I'm doing. So normally I just take this in the crease, but I think I'm actually going to put it onto the lid as well. Just going super simple today. I'm like, not, sometimes I'm really in the mood to do like complicated makeup, and then sometimes I'm just not. Sometimes I just want to do something really simple. So I'm going to take that same pink and apply it to the lid, and then I'm just going to take my big fluffy crease brush again and sort of blend that out on the edges with my face powder, just so there's no like harsh line there. Yeah, just like, I mean, you could literally stop there if you wanted. And then I think I'm going to take this color called Optimist. It's kind of like a vanilla shade. And I'm going to, it's just like a really light kind of flesh color. And I'm just going to hit the kind of arch of my brow bone there. It's not shimmery. I don't really like shimmer on my brow bone anymore. But I do like a little bit of a lighter shade there, just to offer a bit of like a contour and highlight situation. And then I just go back over and blend it with that same fluffy brush. And then instead of using the pink sparkle that's in that palette, I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop Super Shock in the shade Set to Stun. It's like this rosy, sparkly color. I think that could be really pretty for today. Looks like that. You guys can see, look how pretty that is. Almost gives like a wet look to the lid. Just like super simple and sparkly. I don't even think I'm gonna do liner today. I don't normally bring shimmer up into the crease, but I kind of want to have almost that diffused, almost looks like a one shadow look, even though I used two shadows. Bring it like into the crease a little bit more. I think that just kind of ties it. I just felt like it was looking a little disconnected there. Yeah, I think that looks just the way I wanted it to. So I'm gonna take just like a little pencil brush into that light pink again and just take that underneath the lower lash line. I used to like to leave the lower lash line bare more often on myself, but these days I just find as you get older, your eye shape changes a little. So like my makeup tastes have changed a little. I like a little something under there. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use my little Mary Luminizer that's in my project pan. I'm going to take that on the same brush that I used for the brow bone. This is actually like an art brush, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is not a makeup brush, but I use it as one. There are no rules with makeup. Do whatever you want. Just gives a little bit of brightness to that corner. Make me not look so tired. And then I'm gonna just bring that up a little there and there to tie that shimmer into the little bit we pulled into the crease. And that's all I'm gonna do for eyeshadow. I'm kind of feeling that like simple look today, but we definitely need some mascara. So I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes really quick here. And I like to do one eye at a time. So like I'll curl this eye and immediately put mascara on it. And then I'll curl the other eye and put mascara on that side, because I find if I curl both and then go in with mascara, my lashes are so straight and blonde and fine that like the curl drops so quickly. If I go in right away with my mascara, it just holds the curl better. It's almost like hairspray, right? Get that curl in there and lock it in. And I'm using the Merit mascara still. I'm liking this one more and more. Like the more it dries out, the more volume I find I'm getting with it. So kind of do that first coat and then go into the bottoms, and then I'll go in and do a second coat before it fully dries. I find if I wait until it dries too much and then go in with a second coat, it just clumps them together. So you want them to be like a little bit like wet still. And then I'm just gonna do the other eye really quick off of camera. See, I think that's so pretty. Like you really don't need to always go in with like dark colors and eyeliner and stuff. Sometimes it's fun to just do something kind of soft. Now we need a little bronzer. And of course, since we're going with all of our Project Pan items, I'm gonna go in with my butter bronzer. I will have a Project Pan video coming in March. I usually do them every other month. I find if I do them every month, there's like not enough progress and it's kind of boring. I don't want you guys to get bored. I was also thinking it would be fun to do like a Q&A, like ask me anything. But I'm not sure like where is the best place for you guys to ask me those questions? Like is the community tab on YouTube the place? Or is it like, is Instagram the place to do that? I'm really not active on Twitter. Like I kind of read stuff, but I never post. So I feel like that's definitely not the place. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing that. And if you do have any questions for me, you could put them in the comments of this video and I could just start keeping like a little list in my phone. So if you have any questions for me, like literally ask me anything. Assumptions you might have about me or anything. I'm doing too much bronzer. I always do that. I get like in the zone and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, Jamie, get it together. I don't have a blush in my Project Pan right now, so I think I'm going to go in with the Essence Mosaic blush. This is in the shade The Berry Connection. It's very pretty. It's very pink, like you got to be careful not to do too much, really tap off the brush, but I think it will go well with what we've got on the eyes. Kind of tie it in. I'm actually going to do almost a little draping where I bring the blush up almost into the eye look here. I like that, especially when I'm doing like a pink look, to really blush that whole area. I think it looks like really fresh and cute. This is not the best lighting. I feel like you guys are not getting a great representation of my makeup skills, but I mean, what else is new? This is like one of the reasons I stopped filming at home. I just don't have the right setup here. At work, I feel like I have a little more control over like lighting and things like that. I know we're using Project Pan items, but I thought it might be fun to do a pink highlight. We've got like a real pinky look going on here. This is the Dirty Little Secret Baked Highlighter in the shade Bellini. It's very pink. So I thought we might do a little bit of this and then I could go over it with the Mary Luminizer. Like, see how fun and pink that is? That could be kind of fun. Just for something different. But I wouldn't do like nose highlight or anything. See how pink? Wouldn't do like nose highlight or even like up onto the forehead or anything like that with this. You almost use it more as like a blush topper because it's so pink. I'm gonna tap that out with my powder brush because I got a little ham right there. And then I'm just gonna take the Mary Luminizer and do like the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose and Cupid's bow. Kind of hit this portion of the forehead. I'm almost out of this setting spray, so it's like at the point where it's kind of like doing the droplets on the face. So here we go. I just have to hold it further back. And there's our makeup. So for my hair today, I did just wash it this morning and it's mostly dry, but I have a pedicure first thing today, and I really don't like wearing my hair down when I do pedicures because I dangle my hair in people's toe polish. It's just not like it's not a good look. So I think I might just put it, and it is still like damp back here, and I really don't feel like blow drying it. I don't have a lot of time left. So I think what I'll do is just put it into like one braid in the back, and then I can always take it down after my pedicure client, and then I should have a nice little like wave in my hair. So what I do, this is not a cute hair look, but this is one that I do quite often. I always remind people I'm an esthetician, not a hairstylist. I do my best with my hair, but usually by the time I get like all my makeup on and everything else, I'm just like over it. And I don't want to take the time to curl my hair and do all the things. So I kind of pull it back behind the ears, and I take 2 sections by my ear, and then I take 1 section in the back, and I do just like a standard braid. And I try to really get that top part of the braid tight so I don't get those loose bits by my ear. My hair's so long. My arms get tired. Did it. There. I've just got one of these little clear hair elastics. I just find this to be a very comfortable hairstyle to wear. If I wear like a top knot or I do my hair up high on my head, I am so migraine prone. I had a 2-day migraine this week that's just kind of starting to go. So I don't want to take any chances and put my hair up high and then end up with another migraine. So this is fine. It's just a little braid. I'm gonna put some jewelry on. I'm not gonna do any bracelets today because again, I'm doing a pedicure and they get in the way. So I'm just gonna do my little studs that I wear almost every day. Grab my wedding rings. Just put my wedding rings on. And I think I'll wear my little feather ring today on the other hand. So that's it. I'm all ready for work. Oh, I forgot this shirt has like little metal hooks in the back. It's gonna hook onto my braid all day. Try to keep it over here. Anyways, I'm all ready for work. I hope you guys like this like old school get ready with me in my closet. I just noticed that hanger's been like that the whole time. Sorry if you're somebody that bugs you. I'm not gonna bother putting lips on yet because I'm gonna eat lunch shortly, but I'll probably just wear, I think I've got like a lip oil in my purse. I think I'll probably just wear that today because I'll have my mask on all day. So this is it. Quick little get ready with me. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.